everything it seems to me, everything wants to look pseudoscientific or scientific, and that it's kind of this trend where everything wants to prove its validity through scientific methods and metrics such as quantification and all the rest. And I think I also, that perspective was informed by studying art and architecture at the same time and realizing that even in the architecture discourse it seemed like the authorship was getting farther and further removed, so that in the design process architects were making virtual models and applying virtual forces and therefore claiming that their design was rational, and therefore that they actually weren't so much the authors of it, which is total bullshit because they designed the models that produce the rational outcome. So I think my practice is very much coming from a reflection on that and deciding, as I tried to present, that I want to be pushing back the other way and kind of, so what if it doesn't meet the demands of a technical, rational process? There's truly meaningful, experiential things that are getting overlooked in this process.
And I think that you are really propagating the cliché of the scientist that is detached from humanity. First,
both of them, you think?
Yeah. So be careful of that, because we are embedded in the same world. Also, you have the cliché of the science that is reducing is just one step where you reduce to simple components so that you can understand, you can reproduce. But on the same time now, we have science that expand our horizon. We use technology now for the first time in the history of mankind. You have a technology that helps us to look at the beginning of the universe, that allows us to understand how we are formed, understand that we come out of stars, out of the Big Bang. So this expands that we had to go through one phase where you need to understand. And it doesn't mean that we are detached from also perception, but it's just some part of the methodical approach to question the universe. And I think it's important that as an artist, we are all artists anyway, but also the part of scientists in you take this into account in how you are going to proceed.
I don't question that science is trying to address very big questions and universal questions, but
also individual question. What are you made of?
Sure, but your